Good.
Yeah, practices are going on.
Yes, we are doing.
Yeah, good. And how are you guys feeling? Feeling are you? Because see, feeling is the game.
Sure. Mm.
Okay, good, good. Okay, let's go on day 7, the magical way out of negativity. Once again, one of the beautiful chapters. I say that for all the chapters in this book, but very beautiful, very nicely written, and very beautiful examples that are given in this chapter as well. A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. How many times do we remember, if I get this, then I'm going to be so happy. If that happens with me or that person comes in my life, I'm going to be so happy, right? Do not tie your happiness with a circumstance. And that's what is written by a Persian founder who lived in 1817 to 1892. I do not really know how to say his name right, but I'm going to try. If it is wrong, I'm sorry. But Baha'u'llah is how I say it. It can be totally off. Whether it's a relationship in turmoil, financial pressure, a lack of health, or problems in job, negative situations arise because of a lack of gratitude over a long period of time. And this is very important to understand. What is in your control is your mindset. How do you fix your mindset? Is with gratitude, not the external circumstances. You will not always be in control of your external circumstances. If we are not grateful for each thing in our lives, we are unintentionally taking those things for granted. Remember, we are reading it every single day. Whatever we are not grateful for is going to be taken away from us. So if you are not thankful, unintentionally, the message that we are sending to the universe is we have taken it for granted. And when that happens, what happens? Taking things for granted is a major cause of negativity, because when we take things for granted, we are not giving thanks in return. And we stop the magic happening in our life because we think they're bound to be in a certain way. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead to our life magically increasing, so must taking things for granted always lead to the life decreasing. Because we take for granted, we think that things are supposed to be this way. We don't say gratitude, and then what happens? They start to decrease from our life. And when they start to decrease, the magic in that particular area starts to decrease or disappear. Are you grateful for your health when it's good? Or do you only notice your health when your body gets sick or hurts? Are you grateful for your job every day? Or do you only value your job when you hear there will be cutbacks? Are you grateful for your pay or salary every single time you receive it? Or do you take your salary or pay for granted? Majority of the population, I should not say population, majority of the people I have spoken to, let's bring the circle small. When they're working, there comes a time when they get in a mode that whenever the salary is coming in the bank or they're getting the check, there comes a feeling of entitlement. I have done it, that's why I'm getting it. What's the big deal? I have worked for 2 weeks or a month, that's why they're paying me. That feeling is not good. Yes, you're getting paid, you have done a good job, but at the same time, be thankful for that job. Think about if you are not here tomorrow, how many people are going to be willing to take your job? Are you grateful for your loved ones when everything is running smoothly? Or do you only talk to others about your loved ones when there are problems? Are you grateful when your car is working well? Or do you only think of your car when it breaks down? Are you grateful to be alive each day? Or do you take your life for granted? This is also very important. Like the example of job I gave, people do not think that something can happen to them. I don't know what it is, but it's again, I don't think it is entitlement, but this is when it comes to life, I think it is ignorant, but that's just my opinion. It has happened to the neighbor. That person got sick, that person fell, but nothing is going to happen to me. I think it is more ignorant than entitlement. Taking things for granted results in complaining and negative thoughts and words. So when you complain, by the law of attraction, you must bring more things into your life to complain about. This is law of attraction we are reading every single day. In whichever area of your life you complain, what happens? By law of attraction, you're going to attract more situations, more circumstances, more people in your life. They're going to give you enough reasons to complain about. If you are complaining about weather, the traffic, your boss, spouse, family, a friend, stranger, this is very interesting. We sit, we observe people, we watch people, and then we complain about them. We don't even know what's going on in their life. We don't even know their struggles. When we complain waiting in lines, when we complain paying the bills, the economy, the cost of something, or the service of a company, you're not being grateful and you're pushing your dream life further away with every complaint. I'm going to use a simple example. Yesterday, we were going to downtown Toronto and we decided to take the GO train rather than driving. And when I was in the GO train, I was doing my gratitude while I was there. And I was thinking the people who are making the schedules, the people who are making sure that the schedules are displayed on the screens in both Union Station, and we take the GO train from Oakville, both in Oakville and Union Station, washroom cleaning in the GO train, people who are managing the Presto card, updating the software. I was able to do everything on my phone. I was able to add extra money. I was able to pay while coming back again, the whole thing. And then for some reason it wasn't working. Then I found a lady there who works for Presto or Metrolinx, and she took like 2 minutes. So this morning when I was writing all the gratitude, I wrote, it's a service. Go Train in Toronto, Canada is a service. How many people, how much technology, how much industry are behind my one train, 2 trains to go and come back, were behind those 2 trains that I used yesterday. It's a service. Earlier, when I was not aware, um, it's a service, I need to be in gratitude, how many people are involved. We just put the card, we take the train, we go, we enjoy, we come back. Don't even think about it. Maybe if we are thinking a little bit, we will be thinking, oh, it's 2 minutes late. Oh, it should be better. Oh, the frequency of the train can be more. Now, the focus has to be on the gratitude. How many people made it possible for me yesterday to take those 2 trains? And literally, I slept while going and I slept while coming. If I had to take my car, that was impossible. So I actually found time to rest on those 2 trains. Now you understand that complaining negative thoughts and words and taking things for granted stops the good things in your life. Now you also understand that when something goes very wrong, You have unintentionally not been grateful enough. It's impossible to be negative when you are grateful. It's impossible to criticize and blame when you are grateful. This goes back to the Pollyanna example. I strongly suggest, if you have time, watch the movie. If you like books more than movies, read the book. It's available all around, and it's a beautiful classic. And this is directly from that. You cannot be negative if you are grateful. Even if in my example that I used a few minutes ago, even if the train was, suppose, 10 minutes late, I would still think about, it's so good, at least I don't have to drive. Maybe 10 minutes late, but I can take a nap in the train. I'll be rested. Shift your mind toward that. And Pollyanna does it so beautifully in that book and in the movie. I would strongly suggest over a weekend, if you get time, today, next weekend, whenever, watch that movie. It should be available on YouTube. It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when you are grateful. And the best news is that if you have any negative situations in your life currently, it won't take long period of time to transform them with gratitude. So this is actually the magic, I say. If you have anything negative happening or a circumstance in your life, once you start being grateful, it won't take long period of time to transform them with the gratitude. The negative situations will disappear in a puff of smoke, just like magic. Firstly, as difficult as it may be, you have to look for things to be grateful for in the negative situation. Now, beginning May, it is going to be hard. It is such a bad situation. What positive do I see in this? Right? Let's take the same example. The train gets delayed by 10 minutes. Oh my God, what do I do? I'm so unhappy. I just wasted my 10 minutes standing on the platform. Either you do that, or you start laughing, start watching whatever is around you. You get 10 minutes to look the trees around on the platform on the GO train. You still tell you, I'm going to be able to take the nap 10 minutes later. For 10 minutes, I can listen to my book. I can listen to the session I missed this morning. I can listen to whatever. You get that extra 10 minutes, and you have to shift your mindset towards that. No matter how bad things are, you can always find something to be grateful for, especially when you know that your gratitude will magically transform every negative circumstance. Walt Disney, who knew about the true magic of life, showed us how to do this in his movie Pollyanna. Same example. Disney's 1960 movie Pollyanna featured the glad game, which had a profound effect on me when I was a child. I played the glad game featured in the movie through my childhood and adolescence. I played this movie with my son. I wasn't aware of this game when my daughter was born, but when my son, who's now 16, I play this game with him even now. Sometimes he gets agitated, stop it. But most of the time, it is fun. To play the glad game, you look for as many things as you can be glad about, especially in a negative situation. Finding things to be glad about or finding things to be grateful for in a negative situation make the solutions appear. And this is very true. Try that. Pick a situation and try playing this game in that situation. The train got delayed. I'm very glad I'm going to get 10 minutes to look at the trees around the platform. I'm very glad I'm going to get 10 minutes to listen to my music, because what is my plan? Once I get into the train, I'm going to take a nap. I get 10 minutes extra to listen to the session I missed this morning. Find the positive things. And once you start focusing on the positive things and the things that you are grateful for, I'm so thankful I got extra 10 minutes. Maybe some people are coming late reaching to that platform. In my example, oh, I'm so glad the train is late and I did not miss this train. The next train is in 30 minutes because it's a weekend. Once you start finding things to be grateful for, the situation just dissolves. The situation doesn't really exist after that because your mind is so focused on finding happy things, good things, things to be grateful for. Walt Disney demonstrated the magical power of gratitude in Pollyanna. And thousands of years earlier, Buddha demonstrated the way to use the same magical power when he said, "Let us rise up and be thankful. And if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful." I don't know how much this quote from Gautam Buddha speaks, but if you read it again and if you think about it or reflect upon this quote, it just changes the perspective that you have on life. And it boils down to basically, there is always something to be thankful for. Always. Find those moments, find those things when your mind is telling you not to be happy. Work hard to find the things in that situation to be thankful for. Find those things. They exist. It's just that we have lost the capability to see those things. Let Buddha's words be your inspiration. And today, take one problem or negative situation in your life that you must want to resolve and look for 10 things to be grateful for. It's going to be hard, but you're going to be able to do it. Once you sit down with yourself, pick a thing, reflect upon it, you will be able to find it. I know it can be challenging to begin this practice, but Buddha is showing you the way to do it. Make a written list of 10 things on your computer or in a gratitude journal. As an example, your problem might be that you are out of work. And despite your best efforts, you're still unemployed. To magically turn the situation around, you have to do a concentrated practice of gratitude on the situation. Here are some examples of what you might say when you don't have the job. I'm so grateful to have had more time for my family during this time. I am so grateful that my life is in a lot better order because of the spare time I have had. I am grateful that I have had a job most of my life and that I am experienced. I'm truly grateful that this is the first time I have been unemployed. I'm grateful that there are jobs out there and more new jobs are appearing each day. I'm grateful for all the things I have learned in applying for jobs and in going for interviews. I'm grateful that I have my health and that I can work. Remember Gautam Buddha's quote. And this is directly derived or inspired from that quote. Okay, I don't have a job today, but I have my health. And at least I am confident that I can work when I get the job. So number 7 is directly inspired by Gautam Buddha's quote we read above. I'm grateful for my family's encouragement and support. I'm grateful for the rest I have had because I needed it. I'm grateful that through losing my job, I have realized how much having a job means to me. I have never realized that until now. And this is the number 10 is true for so many people. When they were in job, when they were getting their paycheck deposited in the bank or the check, whatever the mechanism they were getting paid with, they never thought about how important the job is or was. Only after losing it, they realize what it means. As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, they will attract different circumstances. And their current situation must and will magically change. Now, this line is very important. As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, not by their worry, not by their not feeling good, not by their complaining, I lost the job. No. How do you attract a new job is by being in gratitude. The power of gratitude is greater than any negative situation. And there are unlimited ways that the negative situation can change. Remember, in the previous chapters, also, we say your job is to say your gratitude so that you are able to change your situations. Today, we are focusing on a negative situation, right? It can be anything. It can be job, it can be relationships, it can be money. How that negative situation changes, that's not your responsibility. That's not my responsibility when I'm writing gratitude. Leave that for universe. Your job is to be in gratitude. How that changes, that's universe's job to help us and find the best possible way to change that situation. All you have to do is practice gratitude and watch the magic take place. Let's take another example. A son whose relationship with his father is troubled. The son feels that no matter what he does, it never seems to be good enough for his father. I'm grateful that most of the relationships in my life are really good. Now, these are the gratitudes that the son is writing. Example, Rhonda Byrne is giving us. I'm grateful to my father for working hard so that I could have the education that he didn't get to have. I'm grateful to my father for supporting our family through my childhood because I didn't have a clue then how much hard work and money it took to keep our family going. We did this practice. I hope everybody got this realization when we did this practice. I'm grateful to my father for taking me to basketball every Saturday when I was a child. I'm grateful that my father is not as tough on me these days as he used to be in the past. Parents also, their mindset also changes, their way of behaving with the children also changes. So be grateful for that. I'm grateful that my father cares so much about me because he wouldn't be tough if he didn't care so much. What happens if somebody doesn't care? They distance themselves. If somebody is still trying to change a negative behavior in you or trying to push us in a better direction or a more fulfilling direction, that means they still care. Their way of pushing us may not be what we want or what is the best, but they definitely care. I'm grateful that through my relationship with my father, I have learned to have compassion and a greater understanding with my children. Sometimes people come in your life or circumstances come in your life not to teach you what to do, but to teach you what not to do. Be grateful for that. I'm grateful to my father for showing me how important encouragement is in raising happy, confident children. Once again, it goes back to the statement I made. Sometimes parents are doing it and you learn it when they're doing it. Sometimes they're not doing it and you learn it because they never did it and you felt the scarcity of it. But at the end of the day, it's a learning. Be thankful for that. I'm really grateful when I get to laugh with my father. Some people never got to do that because they didn't have a father. And for others who have lost their father, they will never have the chance to laugh with their father again. At least they're present. I'm so grateful that I have my father because amid the tough times, there have been good times and there will be more good times ahead with my father. So inspiring. Tough है, but बीच बीच में light भी है. बीच बीच में rainbow भी है. Focus on that light and rainbow. As a result of the son's heartfelt feelings of gratitude for his father, he will change their relationship for the better. The son changed the way he thinks and feels about his father, which immediately changes what he attracts from his father. So when the son is writing all these 10 gratitudes above, what really happens? Feelings come, and his heart and mind is focused on the light and the rainbows, that the example I gave. When he is focused on the light and the rainbow in their relationship and leave the rest out of his focused mind, law of attraction is going to give him more light and rainbow in that relationship with his father. Even though the son was being grateful in his mind at an energetic and quantum level, the son's gratitude will have a magical effect on his relationship with his father. Provided he maintains his gratitude by the law of attraction, the son must receive. It's not a question. I really want all of you to pay attention to the word must. We are not saying he may receive, he might receive. There is a possibility. No. The son, with all the gratitude, must has to be bold and red and underlined. Must receive far better circumstances with his father, and their relationship must begin to improve immediately. Remember, you can tell your gratitude is working by the way that you feel. Remember how we say it's all about feelings. You should feel a lot better about the situation after practicing gratitude. The first evidence of gratitude's magical power working is your feeling lifting. You know, when initially the practitioners start this practice, the first thing they say is, I think I have a slightly different perspective. The situation is not really that bad as I thought. That is the first evidence. What you did is working. So when you do feel better about it, you know the situation will improve and the solutions will appear. The answer to any negative situation you want to resolve is to focus concentrated gratitude on it until you feel better inside. Then you will see the magic work, its wonder in the outside world. Take a negative situation, write the gratitude so much so that you start feeling good inside. And what happens is, when you are feeling good inside, all the magic starts to happen outside, and the situation starts to dissolve. In making your written list, make sure you list each of the 10 things you're grateful for in the following way. I'm so grateful for, or I'm truly grateful for. And finish the sentence with what you are grateful for. You can also use Walt Disney's way of using gratitude's magical power if you find it easier. I am so glad. This is my favorite. I am so glad that. And once you see the movie or once you read the book, you're going to get that Pollyanna is going to pump this inside you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And finish the sentence with what you are glad about. Once you have listed 10 things you are grateful for, finish the magical way out of negativity practice by writing, thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. And just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. Try it. It's going to be hard for the early practitioners, जिन्होंने अभी practice start की है या पीछे 1-1.5 साल. To change this, to get to this level, it takes a long time. It may be a challenge, but see if you can make it through one day. There is an important reason to do this, because most of us have no idea how much we speak negatively, and this is very true. हम लोगों के ब्रेन में इतना इंस्टिल हो गई है नेगेटिविटी, सोशल मीडिया, जो भी हमारे चारों तरफ है, we have stopped to see the goodness in anything. But you will have an idea after watching your words for a day. Remember that negativity and complaint bring more of those things. And if you are aware of what you're saying, you can stop and decide if you want the consequences of what you're about to say. Now, this is a fear-based methodology, right? What is a fear-based methodology? Anywhere where a fear is instilled in you. The fear-based methodologies are not mostly good, but I really, really support her to bring this fear-based mechanism here. Because what she's saying is every time you're saying a negative thing, remember, if you say a negative thing, what are you really doing? You are bringing more of negativity in your life. The same negativity that you're complaining, you're going to bring more of that in your life. So that's a fear-based. Here is a magic lifeline you can use if you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for. And this is just my improvised based on her Pollyanna example. If I'm catching myself, I would say, oh, but I'm so glad. Da, 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 da. And you will see the focus shifts. Finish the rest of the sentence with anything that you're grateful for. Take this magic lifeline with you and grab a hold of it whenever you need it. So whenever you feel negative about anything, find a reason to be grateful for. And if any little problem or situation appears in the future, remember to put out the embers with gratitude before it grows into a fire. If you continue to focus on the negativity, it's going to become a big and a very big thing in your mind. The moment you catch yourself, replace it with, I'm very thankful, or I'm very glad. At the same time, you will ignite the magic in your life. And when you start doing that, what happens in that moment? You shift your focus and the magic gets attracted in your life. So आज की practices, once again, very nice day. पहले हम वो सुबह की करेंगे. सुबह उठ के 10 gratitudes लिख के आप what identify करो, why लिखो, and बाद में वापस जाके 10 के 10 gratitudes पढ़ के उन सब के बाद में, not at the end, but after every gratitude, you say thank you, and thank you. दिन में practice, choose one problem or a negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve. उसी situation से related, write 10 things that you are grateful for about this negative situation. And at the end of your list, 10 positive चीजें लिखने के बाद में end में लिखो thank you for the perfect resolution. Just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. If you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative, use the magic lifeline. What is the magic lifeline? Immediately catch yourself, stop yourself and say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for. And then before you go to bed, hold your magic rock and say the magic words. Thank you for whatever the best thing that happened during the day. आज का चैप्टर थोड़ा सा बड़ा था. We have 3 minutes left and we have designed the sessions in a way that we finish under 40 minutes. Quickly, अगर कोई question है, कोई comment है, we can spend next 2 to 3 minutes. Anybody wants to add anything? No? If there is nothing, then focus on the practices and we are going to see you tomorrow. Okay? Thank you so much and have a magical day, everybody. Bye.